that last shot, guys. That last shot.
Forever goated.
No, yeah, in Celtics history, that is going to be a special one, especially depending on how far Jayson Tatum takes his career and legacy, how far they make a deep playoff run this year. But that was beautiful. And Jayson at the end was like, it was just a layup. It was just a layup. I mean, yeah, technically it was just a layup, but it's the way he did he caught the pass, spun around the defender, and then just automatically already knew. I mean, these guys, 10,000 plus hours of basketball practice, just already knew where the basket was, and just boom, with less than a second or less than 2 seconds to get that shot off. Come on, man, that was chef's kiss.
That whole play that was going on, like, I know when Tatum had the ball, it was like maybe 2 seconds and a half or 1.5 seconds.
That play was giving me anxiety, man.
That play, there was like about 7 seconds left in the game. Yeah, like you said, that was giving me anxiety. I'm not even a Celtics fan.
Yeah, same. But I was just like, all I kept thinking was like, please don't mess this up. Please don't mess, because that could have easily ended into one of those, like, too many passes happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, and they don't get the shot off, or they get a bad shot off. Yeah, and it was like, no, it ended up working out as perfect as a play like that could work out, to be honest.
And let me tell you, man, when Tatum made that shot, I got the goosies.
You got the goosies?
Goosies, like, just straight up all over my body.
So you finna go back home today and order a Jayson Tatum jersey?
Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Like, that's one of those iconic playoff moments. Like, shit. Like, you remember that block that Bam did on Jayson Tatum?
Yes,
for game
everybody does. Yeah, I was gonna say, after that block with this shot, he just redeemed himself in playoff like history. It's like
playoff galore.
Yeah, Bam got his playoff historic moment.
Yeah,
and now Tatum got his historic.
That's the layup, the block, and man, it looked for
their boys too.
It looked for the longest time that the Nets are gonna steal Game 1, but now with this going on, hey, the Celtics, they're gonna have an opportunity to. Like I say to all the teams here in the playoffs, your mission in the first 2 games for the home team, you got to hold home court and see if you can steal one on the road. And the Celtics, it wasn't easy, but they did it.
And a wise man once said, the playoffs don't start
until the home team loses.
Damn, I wonder who repeats that often on BTD.
I wonder, it's probably a good-looking guy. But anyway, something that's good-looking as well, and we're going to get into it right now, is some BTD stats time.
Okay. Let's start off with the stats. Let's start with the winners.
Yeah.
All right. 5 starters were Tatum, Horford, Theis, Smart, and Brown. Tatum, 31 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 of 7 from the 3, 10 of 12 from free throw, 9 of 18 total from field goal. Not too shabby, although he did have 5 turnovers. Hey, man, you got to polish those up.
Yep.
Horford coming back. Basically from the dead. I don't want to say from the dead, but type shit.
Turning back the clock.
20 points, plus 8, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. This man, 100% from the 3, 2 for 2, 8 of 13 from field goal. Yo, Al Horford, man, he was...
Turning back the clock.
Yes. Now, if he can keep this up, the Celtics are low-key a true contender, because he is that vet and presence that can really push a team far. I just didn't think we had that Horford available anymore, period.
If he was rejuvenated, to be back at Boston again.
Yeah. Marcus Smart, 20 points, plus 6, 2 steals, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 4 of 9 from the 3, 8 of 17. Not his best game, but still a solid game. And Jaylen Brown, 23 points, plus 10, 4 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. 1 of 4 from the 3, but it's all good because he made up for it kind of with 9 of 19 from field goal. So that's all you need to know. And look, something to keep in mind with these Celtics that you guys see right now is that they only had 3 bench players come off the bench and use minutes.
Super short rotation.
Yes, super short rotation, which can be good or bad in the playoffs depending on the team that you're facing. And either way, in the playoffs, you already know your rotation stays shorter. You're going to focus more on the starters. And it works out that they are young players, although I am looking at Horford putting up 41 minutes. That's kind of a raised red flag for me. But yeah, now let's go over to the losers. The Nets. I mean, let's be honest. They probably still might come out of this.
Yeah, for real.
Kevin Durant, with not one of his best games, but still putting up 23 points, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 rebounds, 1 of 5 from the 3, 9 of 24 from field goal, and 6 turnovers with a minus 13. Easily one of KD's worst games of recent memory. But still, a bad game from KD still gets you 20 plus points. So, like, enough said.
Absolutely.
And Kyrie Irving, man.
Look, I know we've been talking about ice cold trade, but man, Kyrie just, I'm like,
Yes.
bro, he's just another level.
We did a rank or cut, start bench cut or ranking with Kyrie, and I remember that some people were, or maybe it was someone had listed their top 5 point guards and Kyrie wasn't in it or something, and we were vouching like, yo, don't forget who the fuck Kyrie Irving is.
Yeah.
And these playoffs, this postseason, in the play-in and now in this game, he's reminding everybody, yo, I'm Kyrie Irving. He put up 39 points, plus 6 on the floor, 4 steals, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 9 of 9 from the free throw, 6 of 10 from the 3, 12 of 20 from field goal. This man is feeling it. He's celebrating right now. He's fasting, and he's just going off. He's just high on life right now, and it is showing in this game.
Like shit, man. Like, how can I put it this way, man? Like, Kyrie was about to steal that show, man.
Bro, he made that clutch 3,
and yeah,
and I was like, that's the proof that you need. That's the icing on top of like why they wanted Kyrie, why they put up with all his bullshit. And before this playoff started, we talked about how like this playoffs, we have a video, players to watch in the postseason. He was on our list because it was going to be a big topic of discussion to see, is he going to prove us that he still got it like that?
Of course he got it.
And this was before the postseason started, and it's like, if he proves it, then it shows that he's still that player that you still keep up. You still put up with his bullshit. You know what I mean? Because it is worth it in the long run. I don't hear that criticism anymore. The part-time worker jokes, the COVID jokes, the flat Earth jokes, and like whatever your opinion on it is, it doesn't matter when it comes to the game of basketball. This guy is legit. Or
the jokes or the statements Stephen A. Smith would say, this man should retire right now, for what he did.
And one last person I gotta bring up.
Oh, I know who you're gonna bring up. Yeah. Gogi.
14 points, plus 17 on the floor, 1 steal, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, 6 of 11 from the field. This guy, and let's if he keeps having these games, and Patty Mills had a bad game, he only scored 3 points, but don't sleep on Mills. You guys already know. Claxton had a good game too, 13 points plus 10, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks. They have a legit bench. This Nets team, I think people are underrating the depth that they have. And let's not forget, like, Blake Aldridge didn't play. Blake hasn't been playing even in the play-in tournament. I don't think he played a game. I'm not sure. He didn't, right? No. And then Aldridge, I think, saw maybe 1 game or none. I'm not sure. But it's like, I know they're not, like, we all know they're not who they were before. But, like, when these guys do decide to step on the floor, and I'm sure they will at some point in the series, like, even if this matchup isn't necessarily for them, you still got to get your feet wet for the following matchup after this if they do go through. Absolutely. Don't forget Blake and Aldridge can still play.
No, of course, man. Based on everything that we saw, the stats, we saw the game, the way how it finished.
I just love that this game stayed close because I was a little worried. I think you were too, that this might go one way or the other. Like a blowout from either one of them, and it's
you couldn't tell, man. So based on everything you saw, like how many games do you see the series going before we finish it?
6 or 7 games. Look, fun fact: this is the 4th time that the Celtics and Nets play each other in the playoffs, and the Celtics have won every series. Yeah. And I was like, well, this is the first one where it might not work out. They just stole this first. I mean, they didn't steal it. It's home turf, but like, it's the Nets. And let's not forget that home advantage is serious because those Kyrie sucks chant in the middle of the 3rd quarter, that was serious. Yeah. So I still got the Nets. I think they're gonna come back firing on all cylinders. But this is a series that I see going to 7, and it could literally go either way.